is my slam time. Gonna bust up your behind. This is my slam time. Gonna mess up your whole mind. This is my slam time. Gonna bust up your behind. This is my slam time. Gonna mess up your whole mind.
Hello. Welcome to another EWA Classic match. As always, joined by Mr. Taylor Osborne.
Hello.
And this time, joined by the creator and user of this fine-looking gentleman here, this specimen, Thunder Andersen. We haven't agreed what we're going to call you on stream, but on videos, but it's Cord.
Hello.
We don't know what we're going to call you. We'll call you this.
We won't call you the things we call you in private. So,
Or on stream.
So yeah, this is your debut match. I'm trying to remember when it was. I think it was roughly February 2018, maybe March. Maybe we were just over into March at this point.
I think it would have been February. I think the last week of February, I think.
Early 2018 it was. Somewhere in there.
It's been a while.
Your debut match was, as you can see on the screen right now, a triple threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the match card, your debut match was a triple threat, but apparently we already lost one of them. So you're going one-on-one with Yamamoto, who is not someone who is still an EWA. So
I'm still trying to figure out who.
With your 99 overall for some reason. Anyway.
Yes.
You know what I should have done? I should have checked how far through this I need to skip.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that loading time. You just love. Oh god, there's entrances as well as part of this. Well, we'll watch the entrance. It'll be fun to see Thunder's original entrance.
Yeah. Old school Thunder entrance.
I don't even think this is the right arena, is it? Oh, it is. I thought I saw an X on the stage like NXT then. And the clip. But...
Oh my goodness. I think this is the first one that we've had in the EWA arena.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Well, at least with the entrance anyway.
Yeah.
Asgard,
Quite possibly, yeah.
weighing in at 320
This looks so different to how I remember Thunder. He was dramatically different in 2K19.
I know.
Yes, he was.
So talk us through Thunder.
Wow.
Did Thunder exist pre-EWA? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
So he did exist, but he hadn't been around very long. Maybe 2K16, 16 or 17.
Oh, okay. So he'd been around a couple of games at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you create a massive Viking man?
Something different. I had a friend of mine that I worked with at the time that had told me that he had a character that he'd created, and he was telling me a little bit about him. And so basically what I did is I kind of stole the idea and then made a whole backstory and just kind of took the idea and made it my own.
Something different. Plagiarism.
Yes.
Fault the honesty. You really can't fault the honesty at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
And his
Because his idea was very basic, and he only had just like, I think he actually called his guy like Thor or some crap like that. I was like, well, I don't want to be that blatantly obvious, so I'm gonna switch the name around. I'm gonna create the big ol' Viking. I had a whole backstory for him and everything. So yeah.
This guy's got no eyes.
They're leaking down his face.
So this is not the vibe I was getting from Yamamoto in the entrance, in the loading screen at all. Like this cocky sort of dancey sort of look how great I am kind of entrance. I was expecting like really traditional sort of Japanese, walks to the ring, does a bow. Like I was really expecting it to be almost like borderline stereotypical, like
He's wearing parachute pants.
yes, but it's quite the different vibe than I was expecting.
I'm waiting for him to break out in the MC Hammer dance.
Soldier boy across the ring and then get kicked in the head. So,
Oh, please start off a taunt and a kick in the head. Please, fingers crossed.
Yep. Here we go. Thunder Andersen's first.
Oh man.
Oh, he is. He's going to taunt. Go on, kick him in the face.
Kick him in the head.
Oh,
Kick
that'll
him
do.
in the head.
I'll take it. I'll take
Close
it.
enough.
Yep.
It was in the face.
Yep, we'll take that. We'll take
There we
that.
go.
City has seen some great basketball over the years.
I should have checked before we started recording. You can see this, right, Charles?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good, good. Should have checked it was all
That's good.
working, shouldn't I, before just like starting off?
Oh, Jesus, I cannot.
Why would we start now?
Yeah. So we had a quick German suplex into a bridge to a 0 count to a rollout into
To
a
a,
roll through leg bar.
Much better than any
Is this
other.
it? Is this the whole debut? Just taps out here.
This is
This might be it.
starting to think yes. You know you're meant to get out of this at some point,
Yes.
right?
15-minute
Like
leg
even
bar.
even the crowd is going to sleep, and I can't even say it's Thunder's fault. It's like they're probably looking at Yamamoto and wondering what the hell's going on.
Why if we already had a leg bar this early in the match? There you go. Just smack him in the
Yeah,
face again.
there we
That'll do. Okay, this pre-stomp baiting rules. We keep noticing that
Yeah.
all these early matches
Yeah,
have
we're-
loads of stomps.
And pre-commentary rules, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of rules. This is almost EWA pre-EWA.
Yeah. Oh. Running headbutt
this-
attack.
this
Oh,
is the
there we
headbutt.
go. That'll do.
Oh, there we go.
Figure out.
Where's
Hit
that
him with
kick
your
in
head.
the
Hit
face
him
one?
with your foot.
There we go. I was about to say the kick in the face came a bit late, but at least it was there. Thumb to the ribs.
Oh,
What
the-
man.
He's talking
Oh
to
god.
his-
Okay. Oh, ref's
Oh,
taken
what-
more bumps than either wrestler so far.
It is a triple threat.
Nope. There goes Yamamoto. I wonder why he didn't
Oh my!
stick around.
Yeah, oh,
Hey, we get some nice 2K18 lag. Love it.
oh, this is great.
With levitating thunder.
How you
There we
enjoying your? I gotta ask, what? How you enjoying your debut match? Yeah.
If I remember this match, it's very rough.
Now back to the ring.
go. I fully picture Card sending me a message saying just had a classic.
Right.
5 stars.
Another pin
Right.
attempt. What is going on?
Kicks out on the
This is
beautiful
the-
attempt.
The
What a
definition of desperate.
You
Yeah,
got
there's one little thing we've enjoyed doing and other things too, having a look at the actual counter gauge and all the rest of it. Currently, there's a clear advantage to someone.
yeah. So he's just time wasting, isn't he, by going for the pin now? I guess.
Yeah, no, and this move.
Mm-hmm.
But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
This
Well,
is
he had to expect to take some
high,
is,
high octane. We found our match of the year for 2018.
completely unscathed.
Found
Yes.
Yeah.
This was my very first online match, so yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's the type of guy that will be proud of
It
his
shows.
This is your first online match, and you had a second one. Because I'd have been like, nope, online gaming is not for me. If this was my first online match, like this is what everyone
Yeah,
plays
this-
like.
this was-
Screw this.
This was my my first online match.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah,
What is this?
I gotta agree. Like, kudos for sticking with it afterwards. I have to agree with Blaze. I would be just packing my stuff up and going. Like, I'd be done. Like, I'd be unplugging the console from the Wi-Fi. Going, nope.
Do you know what I'd have thought? I'm so glad Card's the one who stuck with it, not Benji. Imagine if we were doing this exact series and watching this match with Benji going, so what the hell was this? So far you've done 4 pins and 2 rest holds and we're 1 minute into the match. What are you doing?
I will guarantee that he would not be here now. He really wouldn't be.
Oh, God. Oh, you okay there, Card?
Yeah.
Scratching your beard with your microphone.
No.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's using the microphone to scratch his head, wondering what in God's name is going on here. Like,
Up and over.
There we go, okay, and he's
we
out
got a
again.
wrestling move.
Awesome.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, Thunder's had enough of this now. He's like, I'll follow you. Oh,
The back
you can't do a pin out there, mate.
He
There
was
you go.
behind us.
Have to let go of it
Are
this
you
time.
sure? Give him a minute. I bet he'll try.
Rest hold.
Submission.
Chin lock on the outside. Seems about right.
Oh my goodness. No. Is he?
Oh, mistakes were made. You let him get a counter off without using a reversal there, Yamamoto. Silly,
Yeah.
silly. Oh, right in the corner.
Oh, jeez.
this is
Nope.
dangerous right here.
Thunder's
And it goes
going high risk
Yep.
for a 6'8" Viking.
I'm starting to think maybe we should have looked at this match, then went and found Thunder's second match.
No, I'm
second
enjoying
match
the
was
fact
much
that
better
this is awful. Like, this shows how far
He might
Oh yeah,
we've come.
the referee took another bump too. Like it
Yeah.
really does. Like, and this, I guess, this is sort of like one of the running things we've had with the series so far, pointing out all the things like, yeah, that wouldn't fly nowadays.
Nice burning hammer there, though.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Going straight for the finisher with them, your opponent having reversals. It's a bold strategy cut in, but it looks... End of days! When was that Thunder's finisher?
Jeez.
Can he end it quickly?
Apparently here.
Oh!
Oh.
Fair play, good kick out there. Did he have a finisher stored? I'm not sure. It could have been a
No,
resiliency.
he didn't have a finish restored.
Okay. There was 3 layers of resiliency though, weren't there? And one of them didn't use a finisher, but you only got one, so maybe he either got a good kick out there or he had that level of resiliency.
In a lethal close.
Well, I can't remember exactly what 2K18 had, but I think we did on the money with that.
I think it had level 1, you got 1 resiliency and it used a finisher. Level 2, you got 1 and it didn't use a finisher. And then level 2, you got 2, but they both use finishers or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, big splash off the top. No kick
Yeah.
out. In terms of damage, Yamamoto's actually winning this one. But in terms of, like,
Swing and a miss. That was
getting the fans on side, he's very much not.
Well, I think, you know, roll-ups take a lot of damage to the midsection when you're trying to bend a big guy like that.
Oh!
Oh.
No way!
And this one's history.
Oh, God!
There we go.
I mean, in fairness, like, won't rib you too hard for that, because that was your first ever online match, and kickouts are hard
Yeah.
online, so we'll allow it. But, oh, that was the least auspicious start to a career we've seen so far, I think, on this series. Like, if we just watched that match, if we just showed that match to 2 people who don't know current EWA, and went, one of these 2 guys is still here, A, they probably wouldn't believe us, and B, I don't think they'd have picked Thunder.
And C, I reckon the person who would have got the most votes is the ref.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think if we'd have said, right, how many of these are still here, both, one, the other, or neither, we would have got neithers, because, like, the improvement you've made, honestly, Card, ridiculous from there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was, like, crazy.
Yeah,
difference.
Oh.
I remember this match very, very fondly, actually.
Very fondly.
I'd be
Yeah.
I'd be calling it a repressed memory at this point. Like,
I've always wondered why you dropped Thunder Andersen, now I understand.
Wow. Right.
oh.
So, yeah, Card, thoughts on your
Well
debut
done.
match?
I don't even know what to even
I-
say right now.
Yeah.
Just wow. Like, I mean, not bad for my first showing, I guess. You know, like very first match.
In all fairness, yeah, there was a lot of desperation tactics very early from Yamamoto. Like, it felt like they felt threatened by you all match. I don't know if that's just how they played. I'll full disclosure for everyone watching. I don't really remember this person, like, at all. The character, the player, don't remember really anything. They clearly didn't
before
last
the
long,
video,
so
we
maybe
spent
it
a-
was just a
yeah,
play
yeah.
style issue anyway.
We spent a few minutes before the video trying to decipher who the hell is this.
Yeah.
So
So I don't think they were here very long,
And-
based on the fact that 3 of the main longest serving people are all in a call and none of us really remember the person that well.
And this was the only match I ever had against him, so
Yeah.
I only wrestled him the one time, and then he bolted. So
I don't think we ever put him in a match with anyone else.
Ever again.
Uh,
You do some offline stuff.
yeah, you go and prove.
Wow.
Like, knee bar second move. It needs to be first, mate. Like it has to be first move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't, and if you don't win with it, then that's it. You just have to stand there and take a beating. That's the new rules.
Yeah. Oh, we might be able to have that as a new rule with the submissions. Use a submission that's not a finisher or a signature. Oh, that's a whooping.
That's a paddling.
That's a bad.
Oh god.
But no,
This
but
was a hell of a match.
as much as this is I got no real sugar coating to put on this. As much as this is like a train wreck that is being covered up very fiercely, it's good to see. So, like, as we're saying, the cord's stuck around from this point.
Yes.
I think when we were trying to do the match and all the rest of it before, besides me and Ibeza, it's pretty much we've covered the other three longest standing people now. Like Taz, and then Payne, and then Cord now.
Yeah.
And we're all management. So look at that. Boom.
Yes.
We're one of those companies that just promote people after a certain amount of time, regardless of quality, clearly. No, it's just a mad coincidence. I was looking through this, actually, when I was looking through the Facebook group for matches. You weren't in EWA very long before we had you in a management role card. You must have just like got it, like not the wrestling side, obviously, but like the.
Well, part of the reason was because of the whole proving ground idea, and then you guys just kind of like, here, now you're in, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's right. We didn't want to do it.
Yeah, we didn't want to do it, and you volunteered. And so it was like, this can be
I'd been talking to Taylor in another group that we were in, and so yeah, the two of us just kind of really started batting the idea around, and then Taylor had talked to you about it, literally like a day before I'd mentioned it, and then he was like, coincidence? Hey, by the way, and I was like, oh, okay, sure. Let's do this, I guess.
Yeah, because like I think my post welcoming you to the group was sometime in February, and I think you were welcoming new members in like August, which is not very long.
Yeah. No. But no, I'm going to clarify something. I say that we didn't want to do it. It was more we learnt from, as we talked about only a few videos ago actually, how when we ended up with the main roster stuff, and then ECW ended up being lumped in our lap as well, to put it as blunt as possible. There was too many plates for us to keep going in the air and all the rest of it. So it was more of a less something we didn't want to do, and more we already knew our limitations as far as being able to produce and present the product we wanted to, or at least get the cards out and manage everything and all the rest of it. Best to get someone else in to take over that ground side of it, which I'm pretty sure we'll end up talking about proving ground.
Yep. At some point.
Probably in a few videos, I don't think. Yeah, it won't be too far off thinking about it, because it did exist in 2K18.
Yeah. We've got about 6 months to go, so there'll be some title matches and stuff in between, I would imagine, but and a couple more debuts, I would think. But beyond that, yeah, like we're probably running up on it fairly quickly, honestly.
Well, the 3 debuts I can think of people that are still here, all debuted in Proving Ground.
Oh, so there's not going to be many debuts before Proving Ground.
I honestly, as far as guests like we've had, as far as this is your first match sort of thing, I don't think there's going to be any more.
Well, we shall see.
I also feel like the reason that I got put into management too, and with the whole Proving Ground things, because I already had experience doing management in another place.
Yeah, that place was running like, a trash pile.
It was probably mostly the fact that we didn't want to do it, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
It was like, well,
this is
your idea. Here you go. Your train set, your funeral, kind of thing.
It was just a bonus that you saw, like, there was sort of like that fine line. It was like, he has done something similar. Well, it will just sort of, good. He's got half a qualification.
But yeah, this would easily qualify, in my opinion, as not only the least auspicious start to a career we've featured so far in terms of like featuring everyone's debuts. We've had, I'll tell you who else's debut we've had. We had Blackbean's debut.
Yeah, he's not management.
No, he's not management. See,
there you go. There's one.
Barely around at all.
Yeah,
but he is still around. But. No, aside from being the least auspicious debut I can think of, that we've covered so far, this was also categorically EWA's Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez.
I don't know. I think that match had a couple more wrestling moves.
Are we going
to be generous?
Are we going to outdo this for a terrible match? Like, this was just rubbish.
Yeah.
I
just-
like. I honestly, I think if we actually go through the videos, I hate saying this, I really do, but I think if we go through every video that's been uploaded to the chat,
We might
the
find
group,
a worse one.
we could possibly find a worse one.
The thing is, though, the reason why I think that is because the fact that it was Card's first online match, coupled with there was a lot of stalling tactics from Yamamoto, is such a disastrous combination. Because an experienced player would be able to deal with those stalling tactics and speed the pace up just by forcing the stalling to go away. And someone who doesn't do stalling tactics, it would have just been a very quick, very entertaining squash, most likely. But when you put stall tactics up against new, it's an awful combination.
He was letting as much air out of the ball as he could possibly manage. Like, what, it was third move?
Yeah.
And it's still, like, going for stalling and all the rest of it. It's like, he didn't even need to. And, you know, we've talked about before, online, like, when you and I were talking about how we first started playing online, it takes a little bit to get used to that lag factor that goes on.
Yeah.
You play offline and you're like, oh, this is easy, I know what I'm doing, all the rest. You do your first online match and you're like, you throw a punch and you're sitting there and you've got enough time to think, why haven't I thrown anything yet? Like...
It's reversals and kickouts as well. Like, I have no doubt now, like, that kickout was a very easy meter, but like you say, it's your first ever online match, so you're used to hitting kickout and it kicks out. Whereas in online, you have to hit kick out about a half second before you want it to kick out, which is hard to get used to.
Especially on 2K18,
Yeah.
like their servers. That lag on that server was pretty bad.
I have no doubt this match would have gone a lot longer, as bad a thing as that would have been, and probably, honestly, ended up with a Thunder win if you'd even played like a couple of online matches and just got used to the lag. Honestly, like, you didn't even have to be experienced, you just had to be
at
like...
the time, I wasn't even really thinking that, because, like, literally, like I said, this was my first online match, and I had... Let's see here. I hadn't even bothered, like, I think I'd maybe said, like, 5 words in our Dart chat, and that was it. Like, I barely said anything to anybody. The only people I knew were you two, and then Taylor's other friend, Trevor, who actually brought me into the group. That was it. Like, that I knew. And I was just like, all right, well, cool. Okay, here we go. So I just kind of kept to myself for the first little bit, so...
I'll say, right, the way that match was actually playing out, obviously if you game enough people, go back and watch it, you can see Thunder actually seemed like he was starting to get the momentum. If you had kicked out that pinfall, you more than likely would have ended up beating this guy. He didn't seem to really... He was just throwing everything at the wall, and eventually that just does not work. Like, you run out of things to throw at the wall.
And also, he still has no eyes, so you would probably have just been able to, like, step slightly to the side and he wouldn't have known where you were anymore, and then you could have beat him. So, there we have it. Don't listen to Taylor when he says if you go back and rewatch this. Don't do that. Like,
please don't.
There's other ways to torture yourself. Like, take our public safety advice. Don't rewatch this match.
Unless you want to use it for a torture technique.
Yeah, I was going to say, this could be like what was on the screen in A Clockwork Orange.
Well, you know, you're not allowed to waterboard anymore. This could be your new interrogation tactic. Like,
we'll make you watch it again, damn it! Anyway, that's enough ragging on this match for one day. But yeah, thank you for joining us for this card. At some point, like, Card, obviously, this is 2018, we're now in 2022. Card features in EWA history as he's still here now. So, at some point, we'll have Card back on doing commentary on some other stuff that he was involved with. So, thank you for joining us for the first time.
does wrestle.
Probably more of the 2K18 stuff, so...
Quite possibly, yes.
Yes. Stuff that he actually throws offense.
Punches and strikes and...
You
did
kick the guy in the face, which is all we asked for, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It was a little delayed, but...
It was a little delayed, but we got there in the end. We got the taunt and then the kick to the face. There was just, 15 minutes of rear chin locks before we got there. But yeah, so thank you for dropping in, Card. Appreciate that. Like I say, we'll have you back at some... We'll get our people to contact your people when we need you back for another session.
Hopefully,
I got a question.
hopefully for some of the proving ground stuff. Hopefully, it'd be kind of nice, but
we'll see.
Yeah, he keeps talking about it. It's making me less and less likely to do it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna ask. We normally finish up with the whole, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to, hit the bell and all the rest of it. Do we really want them to hit a like on this video?
Let me put it this way: if you subscribe from that match, God bless you.
You're gonna love our other stuff. So yeah, subscribe. Here's the sales pitch for this one. Subscribe, because literally nothing that's ever going to go on this channel is going to be as bad as that.
Worse than that.
Yeah, so subscribe for better content. Leave a comment, because that could be hilarious. And leave a like, because didn't YouTube discontinue the dislike button? So leave a like to express that you didn't enjoy this match. If you don't click like, that means you enjoyed it.
Yamamoto wins even more.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, we'll bring Yamamoto back if you don't like this video.
That's such an YouTube name.
Oh, but yeah, unless anyone's got anything to add, I think we're good.
Oh God, no.
Got any more? Any more to add, Card?
No.
No?
It gets better from here.
Yes. Taylor?
Not that I can actually say that'll go to air.
Well, all I'll add is whatever, I always make the joke, we've peaked. Whatever the opposite of peaking is, we've just done it. And we will see you next time.
Bye.